Hello class, it's Mr. Wicklehouse trying to get this in focus for you so you can see what's going on, see if we can get this thing underway. So today we're talking about solving rational expressions. You can see here that it's talking about something called extraneous solutions. Extraneous solutions are just solutions that when we plug them back in, they don't work. Okay, sometimes that happens. A lot of times they pop up when we start squaring things and all that kind of stuff, and essentially it's going to just jack the problem up, and it won't be able to be a solution. But in any case, this is just like any other equation that you've ever done. You're solving for whatever variable that you have that you're dealing with. But with the rational numbers, we have to do all the stuff that you've done before: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, so on and so forth. But you guys, after doing the complex stuff, should be pretty good with this. So let's take a look at this first example. Okay. So this one's not too bad. I can see that I have common denominators here. Okay, so let's go ahead and combine that together. This is 3 minus 5n plus 5 over n, and that's equal to 1 over 2n. Okay. Now, distribute the negative through, so I've got 3 minus 5n minus 5 all over n equals 1 over 2n. Just going step by step, doing all the simplification that I can first before I go and start trying to combine n's together and do all that kind of stuff. 3 minus 5n, now this is minus 5n minus 2 over n equals 1 over 2n. Done as much simplification as I can now. Let's work on getting this n out of the denominator. I'm going to multiply both sides by n, and that's going to eliminate that n. And you can see here as well, it's going to eliminate this n. Okay, so now I've got minus 5n minus 2 equals 1 over 2. Let's go ahead and get the 2 out of here. You don't have to do it this way. You could move the 2 over here and add that and get 2.5 and so on and so forth. But let's just work on getting the 2 out of there. Maybe it'll be a little bit easier for us. So multiply both sides by 2. This will be negative 10n minus 4. That one will go away, so that's equal to 1. Now this is getting way easy. So we got plus 4 minus 10n equals 5. Divide by negative 10. Divide by negative 10. And I get n equals negative 1/2. You take this and plug it back into your original equation. I'm not going to go through that step by step with you, but you'll find out that the negative 1/2 works, and that is in fact the solution for n, and we have no extraneous solutions there at all. Okay. That one was an easy one. Let's look at the next one. This one isn't really that bad either. The one thing that you do want to do when you're solving these, though, is you want to factor these just like you did when you were adding and subtracting, just so you could find out what the common denominator across all of these are, both sides. So this is going to be 3 over k times k minus 5. It's going to be plus 1 over k. This is equal to 1 over k times k minus 5 again. Okay. go through like we did before. Find our common denominator on this side, simplify as much as we can. K times K minus 5 is our common denominator. I'm not going to have to do anything to this one. Over here I've got 3 plus K minus 5 when I multiply the 1 by K minus 5. This is all over top of K times K minus 5. This is equal to 1 over K times K minus 5. This will simplify a little bit more. 3 plus K minus... That's not what I wanted to do. 3 plus K minus 5 is K minus 2 over K times K minus 5 equals 1 over K times K minus 5. I'm going to multiply both sides by K times K minus 5. That's going to eliminate this denominator, and since this denominator matches, it's going to eliminate that one. So now I've got K minus 2 equals 1. Add 2 to both sides. K equals 3. Again, if you go and take this 3 and plug it in up here, you'll find that it works out. Not an extraneous solution, but you should always check just to make sure. So our solution to that one is K equals 3. Alright, last one. Flip things around a little bit on you, but this really isn't any harder than anything else that you've done. Over here, we've got 3. Remember, we want to factor this as much as possible. That's equal to 1 over x squared minus x, which is going to be the same as this, but we need to have a common denominator. Since we've got a nice number here, this is going to be x times x minus 1. This will be 1 plus, let's just leave this part here since I'm multiplying over here by x squared minus x as x squared minus x. I want to multiply both sides by x times x minus 1. Since these are the same, they're going to cancel out. Got 3 equals x squared minus x plus 1. Just rewrite this. You can see this is a quadratic, so we want to get this guy equal to 0 to solve it. So I'm going to subtract 3, so 0 equals x squared minus x minus 2. 0 equals, let's factor this guy, x and x, negative 2 and plus 1. That means x equals 2 and x equals negative 1. Go back and check these. So I plug 2 up here into this one. That's going to be 4 minus 2 is 2. That's 3 halves. So I've got 3 halves equals 1 over 2 plus 1. That's 3 halves as well. So this works. The 2 works out. Do the negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. Minus 1 is 2. That's 3 halves again. Equals 1 plus 1. That's 1. So negative 1 squared is 1. Minus negative 1 is 2. It's 1 half plus 1. That one works out as well. So those are both solutions. And that's all there is to solving these. But always make sure you check, because it could come out to be something crazy. Alright, I'll see you later.